What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Staff Voice Funds. So today, as a topic is Amazon the next YouTube or Twitch, and here is why. So there is this concept that is coming in, that is live streaming e-commerce. Generally what happens in the traditional form is the YouTubers, the Instagrammers on YouTube, specifically, they have the link in description. So you click on the link, then you go to the e-commerce website or the website of the client, and then you buy a product from there. On Instagram it happens more via the swipe up link. So the Instagram stories, they have the swipe up, you click on that and then you reach the website. So e-commerce live streaming would be directly the influencer coming on the e-commerce platform and promoting products and services. Like, again, what is different? It is just the influencer moving from the platform. No, this would be more of a live selling kind of thing. So again, influencer reviews the product, you like the product, you buy it on the spot. Like, again, it's again, you can say it's a wedding between the traditional influencer marketing that was already there plus the affiliate marketing. Again, you're bringing two concepts, you're bringing the branding concept, you're bringing performance, and you're mashing them up just to form something new. So the influencer promotes the product, talks about the good things, the bad things about the product, and then you make a decision whether you want to buy it or not. And directly it's a add to cart thing, you can directly buy the product. So where did this concept start? This concept started in 2014 in China. So Mogoje, hope I'm pronouncing it right, is more of a lifestyle e-commerce platform. They started it. Post that Alibaba followed the same. The main target audience that they were attracting was between 18 to 23-year-old females, and again, what was being sold to them was apparels. This concept is pretty famous in China, so they literally have their live stream queen, and they also have their lipstick king. So again, a lot of things, and then again from China, these things started spreading all over. Then again from China, this concept started spreading all over, and again different people started experimenting it. So apart from again it being a famous trend in China, again what attracts the most is the money that you can gain from it. So the money gained per month was approx 4.4 billion, and they had 100 million live users. So 100 million people watching it, you know it's a success, plus it is generating an approx of 4.4 billion in revenue. Again, that was a big thing, and again, you look you're looking at it, you know the concept works, and it started spreading. So again, let's talk about what other countries have in this perspective. What other countries are they, do they have the similar players or do they have different players? So first country is Russia. In Russia, AliExpress has made it possible, and the same feature is being shown in Russia. In Thailand and Malaysia, Lajda is doing something similar. In USA, Wayfair, which is a furniture e-commerce, they tried it in the 2019. India has Bulbul. Bulbul is similar to it, and it has additional features also. Again, it's a marketplace. People come in, people can do the live streaming, people can ask about the product, and they can do it. So India has Bulbul for the same. On Amazon in 2017, they did a influencer program where now also you check a lot of influencers earn via it. Basically you create your own affiliate, so via that link which you create on Amazon, you can create your own store. You create a product link, and if any sale happens via that link, you get a particular commission from Amazon for the same. So again, according to me, that was the phase one, which worked quite well. People actually earned a quite lot of it, even Amazon was feeling it. The second phase would be the live stream e-commerce. So again, Amazon would be inviting influencers who are already present. Maybe they may create even new influencers, again celebrities. They may invite them on their platform, and they may do like a product show and tell, like asking the product, and again you will be buying the product on the spot. So why do I think is this concept going to become big in the future? First reason is again the current consumer behavior. First is super chat. So super chat is a concept again on YouTube, especially for gaming. Like people who are into, they stream their online games and all. Their fans generally, they, I would say, donate or they give a part of their money on chats, and that amount is huge. many people have also, including PewDiePie, they run these charity streams where they accumulate a lot of money. So again, people are familiar and people are comfortable with paying online during live sessions. The second part of it is a pre-booking. So a lot of people, again, when the product is famous, like I've seen this for the OnePlus Nord, people generally go crazy about it. The pre-bookings were not only done by the people who wanted the phone, but it was also done by the influencers. So again, if a product is famous and you're already pre-booking it, you would not have any problem to go through this process and then just buy it while live streaming. Next is 5G. 5G would play an important role. When the internet gets faster, this concept would be proven. So again, 5G is coming in. That is why I would say that again, it would prove to be more of an advantage when 5G rolls out. USA, Japan, they have already got their 5G things in place. But again, when it moves to other countries, live stream is going to be a big thing. So next is the coronavirus has already boosted the particular online sales. So again, people who were offline, people who used to sell product in offline markets, they were suffering, while on the other hand, people who had their products online, people who had it on their website, people who were selling it via Amazon, Facebook, they saw growth in sales online. So again, coronavirus is pushing it towards the new online era, I would say. So now again, what do we get out of this? Again, for brands, I would suggest is the more you try building up relationship with influencers, the better for you, because again, the moment this concept hits, the moment this concept comes in, again, you would need the help of the influencers to ride this wave. Or from a influencer point, I would say that again, including me, many influencers are not that comfortable with the camera. Again, I'm keeping myself different from the ones who do the lifestyle streams, lifestyle blogging and everything. But again, if you're comfortable with the camera, if you can go non-stop 20, 30, 40 minutes without again having any problems, without the ands, also, then again, this is a big concept for you. So again, train yourself to do that, to be more spontaneous for the same. And again, that's the end. Do subscribe if you like this particular video. Thank you so much.